Nick is warming up this classic Mustang after doing some adjustments on the choke and carburetor this morning.
Okay, look. This choke is taking way too long. Look at this. That should be wide open right now, look. Give it gas. See now? That should have been like this. Yeah. So now, see those 3 screws? Loosen them and bring it straight up. Now that it's nice and hot, I want the choke wide open. After it's warmed up, see? That's why he has a fast idle. It's still on the cam. That makes the engine rev a lot higher. So Vasily, just bring it straight up there, okay? Straight like that, and that's it. Then we'll make another cool test tomorrow morning. One, let me see. No, perfect, right there. Lock it. Nothing's original underneath here, nothing. Aluminum radiators.
Oh,
I don't know if this is the original motor.
This conversion around?
Conversion brakes, Willwood brake booster, master cylinder, power master alternator. No, nothing's original. It's got sort of a resto mod look. Perfect. There you go, Vasily. Now it's gonna be on idle. Watch this. You should be just on idle right now. Watch this. I'll give it no gas, nothing. Adjustments on the choke. Now that it's wide open, it's hot, that's where it should be. Now the only thing we gotta do is, tomorrow morning, check it again. Cold engine, choke door closed, start it up, and let's see how much time it takes to open the choke. And of course this is electronic, I need to make tests with the extreme cold engine, or should I say an overnight cool down, and then we'll take it from there. All we had to do was the fine tuning on the new carburetor that the client put on, because it came here. All the spark plugs were black. It was running very rich. Whoever did the adjustment on the carburetor, whoever installed it, I don't know what happened, but it ran very rich. And he had the car in the house, warming it up in his garage, and fumigated everything because it's running so rich, and then it wouldn't run very well. So he had it towed here. He's asked me to check it out, and the first thing I found out that it's running very rich, and second, the choke would not open up fully. Of course, it would make it run richer. So what we did is we adjusted the choke, put a new set of spark plugs. So tomorrow morning we'll make a cold test and see how it goes.
The old Mustang might not have all the pieces it left the factory with, but it still has some classic lines. It's a beautiful Ford. But if you prefer yours on the larger side, then maybe this Lincoln is more your style. Regular viewers will remember a few weeks back when Nick and Manny test drove the beast and realized it was in serious need of an anchor after the owner had had a disc brake conversion kit installed at another shop.
Like, you want to slam the brakes, go through the windshield? That's the effect we want. We don't have it.
Manny had a part at home that he was going to install on his own car, but he brought it in for Nick to try and help with the Continental.
Power assisted, call it whatever you wish. I don't know, it's got no power brakes whatsoever. I was given a second vacuum canister to assist in the power braking.
Oh wow.
I don't know, I've never seen one of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. He bought this for his T-Bird, yes. It's a vacuum assist to help you with the clutch or whatever, but we're gonna use it for the master cylinder. He's asked me to take the front brakes, bring it in here, and then bring it out towards the propulsion valve. If it works, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do it. But first of all, I gotta find a space underneath the hood. It's like a little power brake booster, right?
Yeah. So this is designed to increase the
Pedal
pressure.
Pedal effort. Not the pressure, just to put less load on the pedal. We tried everything Friday night, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this on and take a look. See if I can do anything with this. Okay. And guess what, Vasily? After all this, you gotta put back their master cylinder back. You know why? I got the brake switch coming in to work for the brake lights. But first, let's see if we can locate this somewhere in the car. I took off that master, I went to a bigger board just to try it. From small board, big board, I tried everything, nothing wants to work.
So he tried to improve it and it got worse.
Yeah, he had more braking power with the
Original.
4 drums.
The second canister could be the answer to the poor brake performance on the big car. But despite the Lincoln's impressive measurements, there isn't much room under the hood.
What are we gonna do now? Where do we put it? There's no room. This is custom work, Vasily. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't have the original booster. No, the booster works. What do you think? Can we put this here? Can we put it there?
Underneath maybe, no?
I don't know, man. It's so big, I don't know where to put it. Where?
In the fender, maybe dig there.
That's a good idea.
It goes
There's a
deep.
fender, yeah.
This side.
Put it in there? You think so? Okay, let's see what we got behind the, right here. Maybe you could, you know what, pick it up all the way. Let's check if there's any openings. I don't want to have it removed for nothing. This was an ideal place to put it, was right here. But this big vacuum canister took up so much space that we cannot put it there. So I've got to find another location for it. I don't know where to put it. I really don't. I like to have it up here in the front. Where? Well, let's keep looking. Such a humongous car, we gotta find another place. How about over here? What's behind here? Vasily, can you take out these 2 bolts right here? 1/2 inch? Is there anything else in there? I don't know. And it better work, after we try to put it in place. Okay, let's see what we got under there. Okay, let's see what we got here. We need space, lots of space. Don't forget, we have to make sure that the wheel can turn after we install this in place.
It goes up and down. Too.
Let me see how big it is. That's a splash shield. And this thing weighs a lot, It's pretty heavy, yeah. Let's see. In, out, nothing. Okay. Look what I got involved with. Oh, wow. No way,
The space in front of the wheel is already occupied, and there isn't really anywhere to hang the heavy canister. So Vasily pulls off some shielding to look behind the wheel well.
Oh, right here, man.
It will take some adapting of the canister's bracket, and they'll have to be careful not to drill through the firewall. but it looks like the big Continental is one step closer to being able to stop. After helping with the Continental, Vasily pulls the little white Mustang onto the next lift. The car is getting a new gas gauge and a quieter fuel pump today as well. And at the end of a day that turned out to belong to the Fords, look what rolls up outside on a flatbed.
And what have we got here? A Cobra kid car. And the best part about it, it belongs to a female. We've done a partial build-up on a 351 Windsor for her last year. So we put it together over the winter, and we had a dyno tested. Everything went well, and it's time now for installation. So here it is. We brought it in so we can install the engine. Wow, what a beauty.
Before you start sending off your $1 million offers to Nick's client for the Cobra, remember, this isn't an original. This snake is a replica car made by Pigeon Performance right here in Quebec.
This is a clean car. Look, everything's in place. You find your switches, your shifter, look at that. You gotta press the clutch to start it. This is clean, this is clean. I've had a lot of Cobras come in, but this is the cleanest one I've had till now. This is beautiful, nice and straight, solid. Everything's in place, you don't see no wiring hanging out. The upholstery is solid, the carpet's tucked in. It's perfect. This is one nice Cobra car. Look, everything's in place. The boot, the shifter, the carpet, the door panels. Look, everything's nicely tucked. This is clean. I've had other Cobras come in here, but everything was loose, torn, misplaced, chrome damaged, crooked, screws missing. This is perfect.
The Pigeon Cobra is going to be a dream once Nick installs the freshly rebuilt 351 Windsor in the car. But Nick also gets some nightmares in his shop. like the numbers matching 440 that he pulled out of Mike's Coronet a while back. Everyone was shocked to find a bolt smashed into the piston when the engine came apart.
How did a bolt get there, man? How it went through the intake?
It probably, yeah, maybe somebody left it.
Or somebody forget a bolt in the cylinder.
That's why I say when you work on an engine, when the intake is on and there's no carburetor, always cover it. How the hell did I go in there? Nobody knows.
Through the valve?
Yeah.
Through the valve, man. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Nick has been doing a little further examination in the engine room.
This is where it was embedded. And look at the damage it did. Smashed the piston. As you can see, it was doing a pounding while it was working up and down into the chamber in the cylinder. And some people were telling me, was it deliberately dropped through a carburetor? Did it go through the intake? Nobody knows. This is strange because as you can see, the engine ran for a while.
Theory number 1. Through the carburetor.
And here's the carburetor that came out of the car. Now, if somebody were to drop it in here, it does not fit through here whatsoever. Look, in any way I put it through, in any way, I cannot put this bolt through the carburetor. Look at that. No matter what I do, I can't get it to go down there. See? This 9/16 head does not fit through the carburetor at all.
Theory number 2. Through the spark plug hole.
And, of course, a lot of people mention if it went through the spark plug hole. Here's a spark plug hole right here. As you can see, it cannot go through there either. Look at it. So this is a dilemma. What happened really? Did someone drop it through the carb? No. Did somebody put it through the spark plug hole? No.
Theory number 3. Through the intake valve.
And of course, I've also removed the intake valve so we can see any damages behind it. This is the damage I have right here. When the engine is running, this valve opens maybe 444, 450 lift. It had the original camshaft. So in other words, that's under ½ an inch. And this head is 9/16. So how the hell did it travel through here when the valve only opens so much? I'll take out the exhaust for now. Here, we'll put it through here. Look, here it is. It's just under ½ an inch opening, according to the camshaft. Now, did it wiggle through here like this? I don't know. Maybe the valve opened up much more than ½ an inch because the push rod, rocker, and lifter got smashed, damaged, and made the valve open much more. Could be possible. Anything is possible. They then embed into the cylinder head and puncture a hole through the chamber, like so. There it is. And then, of course, they made a puncture through the chamber, and that's where the antifreeze fell in and filled up the motor oil with antifreeze. As you can see, these are not the original head gaskets. Chrysler came with a 20 thou steel shim. These are from Felpro, so you know that someone's gone into the engine. Anyways, my point is, how did that bolt end up in this engine? That is the question I want to know.
So the evidence would seem to be pointing towards the bolt entering the intake manifold during an earlier carb swap. Whether that was done with malice or by terrible accident remains to be seen. Nick is just glad that the block would seem to be okay.
And I looked at it, I don't think it needs a sleeve or anything, but we're going to find out. I don't know if the crank is damaged. I have not sent out the crank yet or the block. So we're going to do some homework on that later. But in the meantime, question was, how did this get in the cylinder? It worked its way through somehow. Of course, it bent the push rod and damaged the lifter. Look at that. And there you have it. And you can see it right here. Look at that pounding. Bang, 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 bang right here.
Yeah, that's what basically got it through. Let's say it was about here.
Yep.
The piston was doing this. And that's how it whittled its way in.
So it lifted the valve open.
It pulled it open.
That's possible.
You went from 400 lift, let's say, to 800 lift.
Because it's a flat top piston, right? So if the bolt came halfway like this, the piston came this way. When it got over here, it made it go like this.
Yeah,
so it took the lifter and the push rod out of its place.
It must have sounded.
That describes the lifter and the push rod damage.
That's right.
And then after that, got stuck open.
Yeah.
And then we just fell in. Then again, we said a valve spring still holding it shut.
Yeah, you're lucky.
You know, with so much distortion and vibration, who knows? Somehow it fell into the cylinder at the end and ended up right there.
If you work on beautiful old cars long enough, you end up seeing just about everything, including big old hardware store bolts inside precious numbers matching engines. You just never know what's going to roll in to Nick's garage.
And if you guys have some time, just look down on the computer. You're gonna see our merchandise. If you guys like any of the stuff, buy it and you'll love it. Or check out our Patreon /Nick's Garage. Thank you.